A duo is a pair of people who work together. Anime duos are some of my favorite things, and I love it whenever we see two duos working hard to achieve a goal. So today I've decided to make a video where I talk about some of the greatest anime duos. There will be a total of 14 on this list, where 7 will be more so honorable mentions where I don't really go too deep into details about them, and then the 7 we'll talk about into more detail. Now, on this list, for them to be considered a duo, they will have to have at least worked together, well, at some point in their respective series. If you guys enjoy regular anime content, then make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's talk about some of the best anime duos. The only sports anime duo that will appear in this video, we have KAGEYAMA and HINATA. Even though at the start of the series, they didn't really get along too well, they're perfect for each other and are the only two who can make each other better. HINATA is the only one who can hit KAGEYAMA's quick sets, while KAGEYAMA is the only one who can properly set those quick for HINATA. They both want to be the best and both don't want to lose to each other, so they strive to work hard and strive to make sure not to lose to each other. This would be one of my favorite duos if we saw them work together more in Naruto and Shippuden, but because they never really work together, I can't really say they're the best duo. If only they work together as well as they do in Boruto, where we see them handle people like Momoshiki with ease. Or how well they work together fighting someone like Jigen. Even their interactions together are more heartwarming and funny instead of it always being, well, them disagreeing like they would in the past. It's time to a duo more so from the past that we usually got to see them not really work together but are usually always dueling each other. We have KAIBA and YUGI. KAIBA taught YUGI how to not get discouraged when all appears lost, and YUGI taught KAIBA the true value of friendship and the heart of the cards.
But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do.
But how? How could I have lost to him?
KAIBA, if you truly want to know, open your mind!
Yukimoto and Seto KAIBA, the number 1 and number 2 ranked duelists, clearly have skill, and when they work together, seeing their masterful dueling skills and strategy, they appear unstoppable, and I wish we got to see them work together more in their series. A master-student pairing that is relatively new because we only really seen the two for about 20 episodes or so, GENOS and SAITAMA are both funny and strong. I do wish that GENOS didn't always lose every fight because the interaction between the two is more like GENOS struggles his hardest and then SAITAMA comes in and clears everything up in one punch. And well, GENOS is my favorite character, so seeing that happens, well, y'all can imagine how I feel. I really wish that we had more fights with the two of them working together. A duo that probably has the least amount of time together on this list, we have ITADORI and TODO. Now what's remarkable about these two is even though their time is brief, when they fought against Hanami, it looked like their chemistry had been forged for years. Their fight was smooth and neither one missed a beat, and for those of you guys are worried if we'll see them again, don't fret, the Boogie Woogie duo does make a return to the battlefield in the manga. The first sibling duo on this list, we have TANJIRO and NEZUKO. They have unwavering faith in each other, displayed that TANJIRO knew NEZUKO wouldn't eat a human and that NEZUKO knows her brother will always protect her. In the fight against Rui, Tanjiro, with his back against the wall, was pushed to his limits, where Nezuko, not even knowing she could do a blood art, achieved that state, all for the sake of protecting her brother. Even in the new Demon Slayer movie, we still get those lovable and wholesome interactions between the two. Even though ASTA and YUNO have good fights with each other where it was displayed against Mars and Lit, that isn't necessarily why I like the two. They both strive for greatness, using each other as motivation, not wanting to lose to each other. And even though they're both peasants, well, I guess we can't really say it about YUNO anymore, they wouldn't want anybody else being their rival. When one gets left behind, the other one strives to catch back up, where this is probably the most wholesome and the least toxic rivalry in anime. Personally, Ichigo and Rukia are probably the most funny anime duo. I always die of laughter every time this girl Rukia runs towards Ichigo's closet. These two have a brother and sister relationship where they both try to burden everything, whether that be Rukia going to Soul Society or Ichigo being frustrated after losing his Soul Reaper powers. And even though for about the first half of the series we didn't really get to see Soul Reaper Rukia using her Zanpakuto, she was still always there by Ichigo's side, assisting him in any way she could. Whenever each other are down or upset, they always know the proper way to cheer each other up, whether that be by their words or their actions. I can't wait for the Blood War arc to be animated so I can see their interactions once more. Probably the most iconic duo that will appear in this video, we have Goku and Vegeta.
Here we come, Jiren!
One fights for his friends and loved ones, and the other fights for pride. They went from fighting each other out of hatred to fighting together and generally caring about each other. They're each one's all and beyond each other's goal and expects nothing but the best from each other. They respect each other's strength, where they're confident to let individuals fight one-on-one, or whether the situation is dire, they swallow their pride and fuse together. And I will say something unappreciated about these two, they're comedy, because they're actually really funny together. They both want to be the strongest being in the universe, where either fighting against each other or fighting with each other will help them reach that goal. The anime duo that I'd say was the most tested was Edward and Alphonse. They both committed the taboo of human transmutation, lost their bodies, and yet they never blamed each other. Alphonse is the shield, well, of course, because he's the armor, and Edward's the sword. Ed and Al wouldn't always agree on everything and would fight sometimes, which is great detail because, well, siblings do fight at times, but even when they'd be angry at each other, they'd be willing to put down their life together for each other in a heartbeat. One gave up his metal body knowing his brother would find a way to bring him back, and the other gave up his alchemy in order to bring his brother back. They mean so much to each other, and they do whatever it takes to keep each other safe. Y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of Gon as a character, however when he and Killua are on screen together, you can't just help but smile. These two kids go around with no care in the world, living in the moment and a thrill for adventure. I always find it funny how during the Hunter exam they just met, introduced themselves, and were like, well I guess we're friends now. They train together, laugh together, get into mischief together, scold each other, and will always have each other's back. They're confident in their strength, whether that be Killua's Godspeed mode or Gon's Jaja-Ken. They always know what they're thinking and they never miss a beat. I know what you guys are saying, how can two enemies be a great duo? Well, I like how much they pushed each other. L vs Light is one of the best arcs in anime, where I believe if the shonen didn't switch up to the whole Nier thing, Death Note would have been peak fiction. Seeing these two people with monster level IQs playing chess with each other was so entertaining to watch. Like they were literally trying to catch each other slipping while playing tennis. Like who the heck does that?
キラは負けず嫌いだが、キラでなくとも試合に勝ちたいと思うのが大多数だ。ムキになって勝ちに行くとキラっぽいか。だからといってわざと負ければ、ムキになって勝ちに行くとキラっぽいと思われるから。
And because they were working together to stop Kira, they both had to be on their toes since Light was Kira and had to both act and think like himself to help the police, and L had to be wary of Light since he did indeed believe that he was Kira. In all honesty, I could watch this chess match between the two anytime. The only anime couple that will appear in this video, we have Mikasa and Eren. They both care deeply about each other, where Eren taught Mikasa how to live and Mikasa taught Eren how to love. Their story was basically about Mikasa from Eren's point of view for 139 chapters. And a common misconception is that Mikasa has to save Eren time and time again, which isn't true. They both save each other plenty of times. Mikasa's always in the right place at the right time, where she's always providing Eren great assistance when he's in his Titan form. And you know how much faith these two have in each other, because in season 4 when asked his last words, he said, knowing she'd be there for him. Loved the two and they deserve the world with each other. My personal favorite duo, we have Zoro and Luffy. Even though they had just met, the chemistry had always appeared to be there. They're willing to sacrifice, die, and put everything on the line for each other and their dreams and ambitions. They can switch up from having a funny interaction to being savages with just the snap of the finger. The captain and the vice captain have such a good relationship where Zoro always keeps Luffy in check, and Luffy respects Zoro in anything he does. What I love is that they have no doubt in each other, trusting them 100%. The amount of times that these two have been in different places fighting, and they'll say, oh, Luffy's there, it'll be fine, or Zoro's there so we don't have to worry, shows their faith. Whenever Luffy's headed somewhere to fight the main antagonist, Zoro always steps in the way of the different small fry so that his captain doesn't have to worry about it. Their relationship is so impactful that I think it would be a bit disrespectful to call them friends, and we should call them brothers. And there we have it, guys. Those are some of the best duos in anime. There's a lot of duos in anime, so I had to leave some of them off. So let me know in the comment section what duo that wasn't in this video that I left off. Let me know some of your guys' personal favorites. Mine are Zoro and Luffy, RUKIA and ICHIGO, and Mikasa and Eren. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok is on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.